Well, let's start out with our current DA, George Gascon. And the contrast with him couldn't be more stark. He is literally, and this is, you're going to hold on to your seat because what I'm about to tell you might shock you. He literally has not personally prosecuted or defended a criminal case in his life, yet he's been the DA of San Francisco and Los Angeles. That's absolutely astounding. Because how do you lead the troops when you've never done it yourself? I mean, it'd be like going in for surgery and finding out your heart surgeon who's about to open you up has never done heart surgery. He's a dermatologist.
Mm,
George Gascon is like a dermatologist pretending to be a heart surgeon, to use that analogy.
mm,
And again, the issue with George Gascon is that he lacks all experience, which explains his very pro-criminal blanket policies that have made us less safe. As far as the other people running, again, a lot of them are very good trial attorneys, and their best and highest use would be my elevating them in my administration to make sure they do the toughest cases out there. But it's a big stretch from going to be a good trial attorney or even a very good trial attorney to running an office with 2,100 people and a $460 million budget. If you haven't done that before, if you haven't, I battled, for instance, Congress when I was in the U.S. Department of Justice. I battled the rest of the U.S. Department of Justice advocating for a division. I had to deal with 94 U.S. attorneys' offices all over the United States. I
mm.
have the experience to lead the office, and that's the key, one of the key drivers. I also, by the way, have defense experience in addition to prosecution experience that none of the other prosecutors have. And I think that gives me a certain sensitivity to calibrate the line to make sure that the true threats to our public safety are behind bars and those who aren't, like a first time nonviolent offender, basically gets community service or gets a diversion program. Most importantly, gets held accountable for their actions. But if they're at the crossroads in their life where if you give them a chance and they make the right decision, they're never back in the criminal justice system, you have helped the entire system by giving them that chance. I call that the hard middle, which is a rejection of each extreme, mass incarceration on one end and George Gascon's de incarceration or no incarceration on the other.